Today, we are at a fort.
Yeah.
And it is Fort King.
National Historic Landmark.
All right, so let's do a little intro here.
Okay.
And, hello.
Hello.
So we are at what I think is the first place where settlers, European settlers that is,
Yeah.
were in what is now called Ocala.
That's right. Marion County, Florida.
Marion County. So what I always wondered is, why was it here?
Yeah.
Since the river, where they could get plenty of water, is not here.
Silver Springs.
And since this never developed into the downtown area of Ocala,
Yes.
in other cities, the first settlement is kind of like the main area of the city, right?
Exactly.
Sort of, kind of. But not here. This is still wooded, and we're going to learn here.
Yeah.
Anything you know that we haven't learned yet?
Not yet. Nope. It is December 30th, 2022.
We know that. We know the date.
And let's see. It was designated by the National Park Service as a National Historic Landmark in 2004, and from what we understand, this is a 3/4 scale of the fort. It's not 100%.
Oh, it's not the whole size. Okay.
Right, it's 3/4 scale, so that
Oh,
was
okay.
pretty interesting.
All right. Let's turn this baby around and start walking.
Okay,
Because the world spins fine.
on her own.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I did it in the wrong order. All right, so the first thing I guess is to see there's an archaeological resource center over there too.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's just explore.
Okay. Explore this, and then they also have a welcome center too. So.
We will explore everything. The one thing I want to see more than anything, though, is the spring that is, I guess, the reason that they first settled here in the first place.
Oh yeah. And because Osceola and his guys, I believe they were settled by Silver Springs.
Yeah.
So it's probably why the fort was here and not at the headwaters of Silver Springs.
Oh, sorry. Osceola, by the way, explain who he is.
He was the Indian war chief. Oh, here's an
Fort King. Let's do some learning here.
Okay.
All right. I'll read a little bit. You read a little bit.
Okay.
Fort King was a typical U.S. Army frontier fort and a noteworthy symbol of the longest and costliest war America had with its native people, the Seminole War. Fort King is a narrative that speaks of a complicated history as relates to the occupation of the state of Florida and beyond. It is the story of a young country struggling to thrive and of native inhabitants trying to survive.
Fort King stood at the edge of where a line had been drawn, a line that divided land designated for the Seminole from land American settlers that they wanted for themselves. As the line was redefined time and time again, an extensive battle ensued. From one side of the line, this was a battle intended to remove a hostile threat and to pave the way for settlers. But from the other side of the line, this was a battle against unwarranted aggression and theft of a land and theft of a way of life that had belonged to the people native to this land.
Fort King's position in the center of the state and at the northern border of the Seminole Reservation made it one of the most important posts in support of the federal mandates. Throughout the war, it was commonly said, quote, all roads lead to Fort King, unquote. And in fact, they did. In 1827, Colonel Duncan L. Clinch described the post's importance as follows.
From my knowledge of Indian character, I consider this post of more importance in controlling the Indians and in giving protection and security to the inhabitants of Florida than any other post in the territory, as it is in the immediate vicinity of the largest number of the Florida Indians between them and the white inhabitants.
Oh, man.
Yeah, isn't that something?
I'll tell you, we just were not nice to those natives.
No, not at all.
Beyond its geographical and strategic location, Fort King is the site that ignited the Second Seminole War. This fort put Osceola front and center in popular culture. It is here at Fort King that Osceola was first taken captive and shamed in front of his people by the Indian removal agent Wiley Thompson. Really, it is here that he later retaliated with his attack on Fort King, killing Wiley Thompson.
Good for him.
And others. Good for him.
Well, they
I understand.
They were terrible.
Fort King represents the entire spectrum of broad national patterns of Indian removal policies associated with Jacksonian democracy. That must be Andrew Jackson, right?
I would think so. Fort King also played a vital role in the birthplace of Marion County and the city of Ocala. After the war, the fort became the county seat. It housed the first courthouse and the location for public assembly in the newly formed Marion County.
Today, the reconstruction of Fort King serves as an ongoing exploration of our past, and that's why we're here today.
Yeah.
Informing our understanding of historical events and how they shaped us individually and collectively.
And there's a cool map here. Shows Fort King is right there. And there's Orange Lake over there. Isn't that something? There's the Ocala River.
Oh, yeah.
And where's Lake Griffin is down here.
Neat.
And there's the big swamp.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
I want to see what's inside there.
Yeah, me too. This is pretty. Look at all those beautiful views down there. They're right there.
That's,
The
yeah.
trees. It's a nice
I'm looking
painting
forward
spot.
to walking. Yeah. Yeah, we should come here and paint.
Oh, there's a big trail down there. I bet that leads to the spring. A Tale of Two Forts.
In 1823, the Treaty of Moultrie Creek allocated land to the Seminole with the northernmost boundary of the reservation ending at what would soon be known as Fort King. Due to the growing friction between the Seminole and white settlers, the first Indian agency was built in 1826 by Gad Humphreys. The purpose of the agency was to settle and temper the building conflict. However, in 1827, conditions worsened and tensions rose. I want to point something out. That's not even 200 years ago.
Oh, that's right.
It's really not that long ago.
Exactly. It goes on to say Fort King was built in 1827 to administer the Treaty of Moultrie Creek and to protect the Seminoles and their designated lands from white settlers. Goes on, the fort was named for Colonel William King, who had been the commanding officer of the 4th Infantry before Duncan L. Clinch.
All right. In
Nice.
1818, Andrew Jackson had appointed Colonel King as civil and military governor of the Provisional Government of West Florida. Okay, we don't have to read the whole thing, but anyway, isn't that interesting?
That's very interesting. And plus, this fort was, from what we learned when we went to Dade City, Florida, that was like one of the main trails between Dade City and the Tempe area and stuff to Fort King.
Yeah.
It says trail to Fort King.
The first Fort King was burned to the ground by the Seminoles in 1836.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they didn't like it. I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
No.
The second fort, Fort King has played a key role in Florida and Marion County history. All right, let's go see what's in there.
Okay. Nice.
By the way, if you want to come here,
Uh-huh.
you have to go to Fort King.
Street. Fort King,
Fort King
Street.
Street. And for most of the time that Robin and I have lived in this area,
Uh-huh.
there was nothing here but maybe a plaque, right?
Right. Right. It was just a plaque.
So who do we thank for this?
Retired Ocala Police Chief Maury Dean was one of the people that spearheaded this, and there were a lot of other gentlemen involved in that Maury had asked to help, and they did. And interesting thing about the flag, you can't see it because it's not too windy, but I can't count the stars on it right now, but it's not as many stars as it is
It's not
today.
50, huh? Not 50
No,
stars?
So we'll have to find out what year that flag was.
So this is the inside of the fort. Huh.
Yep.
Let's look around a second. I suppose it was a lot more in here at that time. Right?
Right. There's placards over there to our left and
Yeah.
to our right and over here. And from what I understand, there were barracks on the inside, and they're still not done. The National Park Service is still not done constructing the buildings on the inside of the fort.
Can we go in that door?
We'll see. This is really great because all of those placards tell you about the life inside the fort and outside the fort.
Yeah. Let's see if we can go in that door.
Looks like it might be able to be opened.
It does. Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh,
There's even steps.
cool. Oh, look at this. This is great. Oh, and look how those windows are being held up. No, I won't.
Don't mess with it,
Oh,
yeah.
but look at that view. My God.
Nice and cool in here
Look at this.
compared to out there, right?
Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? Look out that window. It's
Yeah.
just so great. So cool in here, too. Cool temperature-wise and cool.
All right, excuse my out of breathness as I climb the steps. I will try not to breathe too hard.
This is wonderful. And all of this was constructed the way that it was back then.
Uh-oh. Oh no!
The ghost of Fort King.
The door closed. The ghost of Fort King.
Wow.
Very cool.
Isn't this cool? Very cool. This is so neat. Oh, I wish the wind would pick up so we could count the stars on the flag.
Huh. Very cool.
Yeah,
Nice and cool breeze up
it
here.
is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 24. We gotta look out that window too. And this window. Look at that! Wow. I miss the windows. We could bring our picnic lunch here.
Yeah. Have a picnic in the fort. Whoa, this is a tight squeeze. Look at this little tight squeeze I'm in here.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Look at that. Isn't that something? Gosh. This is so cool. This is so very
Very nice. All right, let me get out of this tight squeeze. Let's go back downstairs. I'm interested to see, like I say, that spring.
Yeah, but we have to come up here.
Wow, look, they had electricity back then. Just joking.
This
Just
is
being
great.
silly, Robin.
This is wonderful. Oh, I love this. I love exploring. It
Just
smells good too.
Just ignore the slow old man walking down the steps. Hey, we were here once before, a long time ago, but we didn't come into these buildings. These little corner buildings.
No, no. We were part of an event. We were part of a storytelling event
That's right.
2 years in a row. I bet that one's open too.
Yeah, I would think so. December 28th, 1835, almost the exact date. Today's the 30th.
Yeah, the start of the Second Seminole War. The second attack.
Hmm.
The attack on Wiley Thompson. Well, good for
And the Dade
Indians.
Massacre. That's what we visited in the Dade.
Dade City.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the park over there.
Yeah. No, yeah, in Dade City.
It's real pretty, but when you read the story, you realize how many people were killed on that open field.
And it had an eyewitness account over there, so if you come visit the fort, you can all read all of these placards. And imagine, it's 3/4 scale, so
So it was bigger.
it'd be taller.
I'm going to guess that the logs that were used to build it were probably more hefty. Because this looks like just regular lumber. Not the doors, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I could be wrong.
No, this is great.
Let's see, we want to go to that building right there.
Yeah.
Very cool. You got your walking stick.
I do. I found it on the ground. I hope it was somebody that just discarded it and wasn't planning on
Coming back for it.
coming back for it. This is a good walking stick. Be handy in camping.
Hope you're enjoying our tour of the Fort King.
And then there's a building over there too.
I'm still waiting for that. I don't even know where to go for the spring, but we'll find out.
Yeah, I imagine it's down that well-worn path over there.
The well-worn path.
Yeah, because there's a second building back there, so we'll have to see if this one's open.
This just looks like a regular house.
Yeah.
Fort King Archaeological Resource Center. Oh, they got benches. That's an old man's friend. Benches. Hours of operation, 10 till 5.
Okay.
It's open.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Ooh, hello.
Hello, how are you? Good.
This is so fascinating.
We're enjoying the fort.
Archaeological Center, yeah.
Hello, I'm Larry. This is Robin.
Hi, I'm Richard. Where are you guys from?
Richard, we're from Ocala.
Oh, good.
Nice to meet you. I have a video going. I
been here
hope you
before?
don't mind. We were inside when they first opened it up. We helped out with the storytelling thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
with these shorts, yeah, all those years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been volunteering for about a year. Dan is the regional archaeologist.
Hi,
Hello, Dan. Oh, archaeologist. Wow.
Nice.
And so he knows the most about the site, and I'm learning from him.
So the big question is, why here? Why did they start Ocala
Why did
here?
they build the fort here?
Yeah, and this is the beginning of Ocala, right?
Yeah, it is.
So
It
why?
is.
Why here?
There's a spring on the trail.
That's what
We
we
go
heard.
down the hill, and that's where they got a source of water. And I think this was also the border between the Indian reservation that they made at the time in 1827 when the fort was first built.
Yeah.
It was kind of the edge of the Indian reservation, and then the white men were north and they were south.
Isn't it
So
something?
they were lived together peacefully for a few years.
This fort's a little bit of an anomaly.
An anomaly in what way?
The fort system through Florida was based on Spanish church, what do they call them? The missions.
Oh,
So
okay.
missions. You would put a mission no more than a 1-day walk from the previous mission. So you don't have to be out
Oh,
at night.
I
Night
see.
sort of be dangerous.
Wow. So how far away was the other one?
So you had Fort Brooke.
Which was down by Tampa.
Yeah.
That was a 1-day walk?
No.
No,
Oh,
it's like a week's.
they must have been fast.
Yeah.
There was Fort Brooke, Fort Foster, Fort Dade. They're all 1-day march from each other.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
And
okay.
then Fort King, and we don't know why, it's a 2-day march.
Okay, okay.
There should have been a fort in between. There's no evidence, no documentary.
What's the closest one to here then?
It's
Dade?
Fort Dade.
Okay.
Is that Dade Battlefield? Is that that?
Yeah, same here.
It's near there.
Okay,
The
okay.
fort is actually on private property.
Because we went there and we read that story about all the people, all the soldiers getting killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a book about it too, it's great.
Is that right?
Oh, that's wonderful.
Supposedly the only guy who survived wrote or contributed to writing that book.
So much to learn.
Yeah.
My daughter's doctoral dissertation was locating Fort Dade and Fort King.
Oh my
So
gosh.
what was the story behind rebuilding it? Was that a collective decision? Because I know it wasn't here for a long time. The fort that's there right now.
The reproduction.
Yeah.
The reproduction. Again, based mostly on work that was done in the 60s, 70s, and when my daughter came along, did her dissertation on it. They actually did locate the fort itself. Okay, were you over the other center?
Not yet.
No.
Yeah.
In one of the cases, there's a photograph of a burnt post.
Oh.
Okay, and she cross-sectioned it so we can see it. So we know where the posts were.
Okay.
Some of them. And we're able to say, okay, this is where the fort actually was. So, I'll show you
That's pretty
Well,
neat.
this map here.
yeah.
Yeah, where it's built right now is offset just a little bit so that we can go back and do archaeological digs.
Yeah, green is the original fort, and red is what you see now.
Oh, so very
gosh.
close.
Yeah,
Very close.
Yeah. So you see it only crosses in two spots, there and there.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of area that we can still do work on and excavate.
Oh, so that's what you're doing now, is you're doing the archaeological digs?
So, yeah. And if you notice, this group of excavations yielded some high-level artifacts, so we also rotated the fort a little bit.
Oh my
So
gosh.
were people
Beautiful.
literally residing in the fort? Was that their home?
No, inside the fort was mostly the supplies and the officers' quarters.
Can we have this?
Unfortunately,
No? No? Okay. I don't want
If you go to the
mess
Learning
it up.
Center, ask if they'll make a Xerox for you.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Is it
So,
online
but-
somewhere?
But they had buildings inside the
They did
fort
have
itself.
buildings, but it was mostly for, like I said, it's mostly for supplies, livestock and supplies.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, the soldiers would live outside the fort typically.
Oh, wow.
And that's why the downtown Ocala was like the main hub then?
No, that
of
came
the
about
city?
when the railroad came
That
through.
came a long time after.
Oh,
Oh,
so this
really?
was the city actually.
Yeah, they
right
actually
here.
turned into a town hall.
That was the town hall, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's at the fort for a while.
Wow.
Before, they developed
Wow.
the downtown area.
Oh,
How
okay.
big is the spring? It's not like Silver Springs, right? It's not that
No,
big.
it's a small steep spring. If you take the trail, it goes right by it.
Oh, really?
It looks kind of mossy and gross right now, but
Oh, really?
it was probably better that day.
YouTube?
Yeah, this is what we are.
Yeah, that's we do.
Cool.
Yeah. That's
Well, if
what
you go
we
on
do.
YouTube and you look up the Battle of Monmouth, which is up in New Jersey,
Uh-huh.
okay, you'll see a 14-minute, 51-second clip, I believe it is, of the archaeological work done at Monmouth Battlefield State Park, Raleigh picture and whatnot, and you'll able to see me as kind of the narrator.
Oh, really? How do you spell what you're saying?
Nice.
Wanmouth?
Monmouth, M-O-N-M-O-U-T-H.
Oh, Monmouth. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Monmouth.
We're gonna look that up then. That will be
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
cool.
we're-
Yeah, you'll see that guy.
Discovery and History Channel. Matter of fact, on the cover of my book, that's my son,
Oh, you wrote a book.
yeah, Alan Musket Walsh, and
Oh, nice.
this is we're filming the History Channel.
Oh, very cool.
So he's being filmed face on,
Uh-huh.
and Proud Mom is taking pictures off to the side.
Oh my gosh.
And is that book on Amazon? Can we buy
is on
it?
Amazon. You buy it there, buy it here.
Well, how much is it here?
$30 cash, 31 credit.
Do I pay you?
Yeah.
Let me get my card.
He'll even sign it for you.
You'll sign it?
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. This is excellent.
Let's see.
Let me grab my phone. Let me see if I get my card reader.
This is
Oh,
definitely
a timeline.
book worth getting. It's so much about
Dan is an expert on musket balls, and he, of course, finds the musket balls with metal detectors.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you're finding in the archaeological
Well, that's a
digs?
first good step to, right? See, I'm a retired geologist, so I'm learning what they do. But geology is kind of related to archaeology, but not really. So.
So you can tell us what the rocks are,
Yeah, I can tell you about the rocks. He can tell you more about the history.
what the rocks did.
What they happened here and everything. Yeah, it's a neat
Wow.
book. I bought it.
So we have a question about the flag that's flying out there. Robin, what's your
How
question?
many stars are on that flag?
Oh,
Because
I
it
don't
doesn't
know
look
that.
like
That's a question.
it's right now.
Huh.
It looks like there
Well,
might
let's
be
see,
like
in
24 or something.
Yeah, in 1830 or 1827, when the fort was built, it would have been Florida wasn't a state yet, and a lot of, I don't know, the answer to your question. It was probably more than 13, but the original 13, but less than
50.
Less than 50.
Yeah. I think we tried with the wind flapping to count, like we counted at least 20, so
Okay.
we'll have to see, but that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
This is really nice. And when you find things archaeological wise and geology wise, and you date them or you write your narrative, where do they go then? Do they go?
Well, they go. We put what we're doing here is cataloging a lot of the artifacts that are found. So a piece of property that adjoins Fort King here, it's now part of the park. It's called the Klein Lot, and if you go down this street, and you actually the first street that goes that way to the north, and it's on the left-hand side. And when we have events here now, they actually have parking over there, extra parking.
Oh, okay.
And so anyway, a lot of archaeological work was done over there. What is that, like a quarter mile away from here, 2,000 feet or so?
Oh, yeah.
At least over there. And it's amazing. So, like, these are like a box of the pipes. We're finding that the soldiers are over there
All right.
for some reason smoking pipes.
What do you need?
Guys, it's a chip card?
Yeah.
I
guess.
Figure
Dozens
it
and
goes
dozens and dozens.
this way.
So,
Without Pontil Scar. What's a Pontil Scar?
something on the bottom, maybe the mark
How do you want me to make it out?
at the bottom.
Ah, Robin. Should he make it out to Robin and the Giant?
Yes, please.
Yeah, make it out to Robin and the Giant. That's our.
Oh, you're the giant?
I'm the Giant.
Okay.
These bottles were found here, all intact. And they were all hand blown.
What was the name of the guy? William?
R-O-B-I-N?
Yes. What was the name of the guy who used to Brand? William Brand. Do you know William Brand?
Yeah.
He used to collect bottles from Ocala.
Oh, wow.
We did a radio show in Ocala for 36 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We retired 3 years ago.
So whereabouts do you live in Ocala?
We live near on top of the world, not in
Okay.
on top of the world.
I'm in Ocala.
Oh,
You
okay,
are?
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, we're sort of in between.
Yeah.
Not in a development, just
Right.
there.
Well, look at that, Robin. It's to us.
Well, thank you so much.
Very cool.
That's wonderful.
I know,
That's a great
I am
book.
not a gun guy, but we know a lot of gun. She's more of a gun girl than I am a gun guy.
There's a lot of history in there as well.
Oh,
I'll
that's
take that.
wonderful.
Okay, we did a lot of work out of Valley Forge, so there's information about Valley Forge, a lot of work at Monmouth.
I wish we still did the radio show. I'd love to have you as a guest.
Yeah.
Well, you're a guest on this, so in a way. Very cool.
So, and then, he was saying that they found a lot of pipe artifacts,
Over at the
regular
Klein Lot.
pipes.
Right.
Oh, smoking pipes.
Yeah, so
pipes.
well, maybe the Indians smoked too, because they had good relations with the Indians, and they might have traded pipes with them. It was also a place where the Indians were for a long time, because we find shards of from making arrowheads and
Oh, really?
knives and stuff, and some of them are
Go back
go way back.
6,000 years.
6,000. Wow.
So the Indians were around here a long time
Yeah.
before the white man.
Now, I'm going to show you something that we usually don't show the public.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Something
Nice.
unusual. I like.
There's a vault back there.
This is
This
very-
stuff's so valuable. We
Oh, is that right?
a lot of it
Well,
up.
this is very tedious.
Yeah, these are the blacksmith examples. So these were, they did do the archaeology on the blacksmith shop,
Uh-huh.
and it's over to the right of the fort right now. They're gonna build a new blacksmith shop. They just broke ground on it like a couple of weeks ago, at a groundbreaking ceremony.
How
And
wonderful.
we're gonna have an active blacksmith.
Whoa.
shop working at the-
I don't even give it to me because I'll break it. I will drop it. That's
Oh
huge.
my gosh, that is beautiful.
What could you kill with that? Like a deer?
Oh.
This is what's called a cash blade, okay? It's probably more ceremonial,
Oh, okay, okay.
but
And you found that here?
it was found here, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
6 of them,
Wow.
Very meticulous work.
yeah. So they call them cash blades because they're in a group in a cache.
Oh, I see that kind of
look
cash.
at the back part. Wow, how
Did
long
they
would it
use
take
that-
them to build one to
Oh,
make
it's something like that.
to cut one
People
of
think
these?
about, days and whatnot.
Yeah.
A good flint napper can actually make a spear point in 15 minutes.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't take much.
And what kind of
It's probably,
material
yeah.
is that?
This is chert. local
Chert.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's in the flint family, or flint's in the chert family.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it's a real microcrystalline quartz.
No wonder you
So-
keep it.
Yeah, you can feel the edge on it.
A flint napper, that's what you call the guy who did it? A flint napper?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Do they still have that flint
Oh,
napping
my.
festival here at Fort King?
Not here. The Flint Mapping Festival is over at the Silver Museum, Silver
Okay.
River Museum.
Oh, okay.
There's actually no demonstration of
How do they do it?
how they do it.
Yeah. It's actually
That
pretty
is,
easy.
that is really amazing. Boy,
I would
feel
guess
so
that
nice
might have
when
been
you
used
show
for
that.
cleaning hides and
It
stuff.
probably wasn't used at all. Like I said,
No?
usually cash blades are ceremonial.
Oh,
Okay, it's for the afterlife, it might be near burial, we don't know. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This was found years ago by not an archaeologist, so we don't have a whole lot of data on it.
Oh, uh-huh.
But when you find cash blades, they're usually, in a fan.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Some cash blades that have been found at other locations are what we call preforms. You would take material like this, not as finely done as this, just kind of rough outline, and bury it at the time you are leaving. Okay, this mostly up north. You would come down south where it's warmer during the winter and then come back. Basically, the original stones.
Oh, uh-huh.
Then dig them up and finish making spear points out of them.
Oh, okay,
Oh
okay.
gosh, yes.
When you're quarrying stone, okay, the quarry may be quite a bit of distance away, so you don't have big blocks with you. So what you do is you roughly, crudely shape it down into a preform, and you bring those preforms back to camp to finish. These are a little bit better quality than a preform. Okay, these have actually been shaped out, so we think they're probably ceremonial.
Oh,
That is so
my.
fascinating. I'm so glad you guys are here to tell us this stuff.
How do you know what's real and what's not when you
Yeah,
learn
yeah.
something from the ground?
A good eye and a lot of experience.
And that's you.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Wow.
When you go to these little demonstrations and they sell for $1, I figure, well, they can't be real. $1.
yeah. When you turn it over, it says made in China.
It's plastic.
Yeah. So these are, the Blacksmith Shop was the Ace Hardware today.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it
really-
makes sense, yeah.
You guys went, if you don't want to go to the hardware store, you go to see your blacksmith guy.
Oh my.
Oh, man.
Oh my.
Another whole display.
That is beautiful.
My daughter put this together.
Oh, look at those are the balls.
Yeah, those are actual musket balls from the site.
Oh, that you dug out of trees or the ground
No, out
or
of the
something?
ground. All out of the ground.
All out of the ground. Wow. Gunflint, French flint. What is that as opposed to a flintier?
A different material.
Flint? Oh,
Is that a buckle?
okay.
The U.S. Army people, the Americans, okay, we probably didn't make musket balls here. They probably came down as pre-made cartridges from up north.
Oh,
And also the gun flints and guns and gun parts. Okay, they were using a very standard weapon. It was a Model 1821 Springfield smoothbore musket.
oh, smoothbore.
Yeah, 69 bore, 63 ball.
Oh my.
They got a lot of windage in it. And that gun is a 100% knockoff, complete 100% knockoff of French guns that were supplied during the Revolutionary War. And they're called Charleville muskets.
Oh, really?
Charleville was one of the biggest armories in France. So we call them Charlevilles, but they're French guns. But they were coming over to Valley Forge. What we lacked before Valley Forge, bayonets. Okay, typical skirmish before Valley Forge. The Americans would fire 2 volleys, British fire 2 volleys, British put on their bayonets and charge. Americans go, crap, we ain't got those. Run away. Because most of the guns you had were hunting guns. They were personal weapons.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure,
standardization. Ben Franklin goes over to France, he negotiates a treaty, and they start shipping in mass. We see it at Valley Forge, coming in with Charleville muskets with bayonets. You hear the stories about, what's his name, the Prussian general.
Oh gosh, I can't remember his name. Do
Yeah,
you? The Prussian?
The Prussian general.
The Prussian general.
Prussian general, who was probably a captain at the time. He probably wasn't a general. He was kind of a strange guy. but you talk about him training the troops to march.
Oh.
Yes and no. He trained them to march with drawn bayonets, with fixed bayonets. Okay, how to parry, how to thrust, how to march on an oblique. Okay, so after Valley Forge, the British left Philadelphia. They were going to New York. Washington and Valley Forge heard of this, and they ran a parallel course, and they intersected at Monmouth Battlefield and had a full day's battle, the longest battle of the Revolutionary War. But during the course of that battle, the British grenadiers fired their 2 volleys, fixed their bayonets. Americans fired 2 volleys and fixed bayonets. Stood their ground under Mad Anthony Wayne. And the British advanced and go, oh crap.
You're a good storyteller. I like the way you tell it.
It was the last battle pretty much fought in the North. General Clinton, the British commander, decided, let's go down south. There's a lot more loyalists down there, a lot more militia. We don't have to contend with these guys with bayonets anymore.
Oh,
wow.
gee.
Wow.
Gosh, this is so fascinating. Boy, they're lucky to have you here.
Yeah,
This is
thank my
really,
daughter for that.
oh, well, she's amazing. Does she live here in
Ocala.
In Ocala?
Yeah.
Is she a professor or?
She teaches anthropology every once in a while over at the community college.
Raising 3 kids.
No,
Oh my gosh.
2 3-year-olds.
Oh.
Twin 3-year-olds.
Oh my goodness.
Well, good for her.
Yeah.
They are going to have such a fun time with her while they're growing up because
Oh, yeah.
she'll take them all through the swamps and everywhere. And you too. Let's go to Grandpa.
Very cool.
Well, I'm actually on an international team. So I get to go places. It wasn't for COVID. We got 2 of 3 field seasons in Leipzig, Germany.
Oh my gosh.
During 1813
Wow.
Battle of Nations, the first battle that Napoleon lost.
Oh.
And I've done work in 20 years ago in Ukraine, 1639 battlefield.
Is
there.
that right?
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Must make you sad now with the way that.
I have friends over there. Yeah. I'm half 3rd generation Ukrainian.
Oh my gosh. Oh my, well, we say prayers every day for
Thank you.
the Ukraine because it's horrible, horrible, horrible.
That is a horrible story. Yep.
But this is so wonderful that you both are sharing your expertise with our community. Those.
If you want to feel one,
Oh my. Is that a pound?
it's just short of an ounce.
Oh, just short of an ounce. Wow.
You get a hit with that and your whole day.
Oh, was that lead?
Yeah.
Wow. That's.
Put it in my big. Oh yeah, that's kind of heavy.
Oh, short of an ounce then.
So if that comes flying at you,
You're
through
dead.
a rifle.
Yeah, that's it. You're done.
You're done.
Yeah, the
Oh,
problem with
buckshot. Yeah.
smoothbore muskets, they're low velocity, but high impact. Okay, that hits you in the arm. Forget it. They just amputate the arm. It just shatters everything.
Oh,
Yep.
my goodness. And that's pretty amazing back then because when they had those kind of wars and they had the medical teams that they had, they were all just learning, I think.
Yeah.
Usually when things like that happened.
No, they medical teams are actually pretty advanced.
Oh, they
Yeah,
were?
much more than what people think. They didn't know too much about germs. That was one of the problems. Most the problems post-surgery was dying of infection and sepsis.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, but if you go up to Fort Edward, New York, French and Indian War and Revolutionary War, I worked on the excavations of the fort.
Oh my gosh.
Outside the fort in the Hudson, there was a small island called Rogers Island,
Okay.
and there was a hospital there. And Washington ordered his troops to get inoculated for what? No, it wasn't TB. What was the
Malaria?
Bubonic?
It was one of the diseases. Was it scarlet fever?
That might be.
Yeah.
I can't
I forget
recall.
what, the one
I
that
didn't even
gives you
know.
boils.
Oh, gee.
Oh, that's me. I don't
Jade
know.
boils. I can't remember.
But what they figured out, the doctors figured out, if you took a needle with thread and ran it through a person who was fully infected, through the boil, and then take a soldier and do the same thing through his skin, he would also get sick, but not nearly as bad and not fatal. So they were actually inoculating up there.
Oh, that's how they
Oh,
discovered
fascinating.
Was that like the first vaccine?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I had no idea.
No.
And that makes sense, the way you described
Yeah.
how it worked, why it worked.
Sure. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I can't remember.
Wow, you guys are
what it's
amazing.
called.
This is a very cool visit.
And boy, your daughter did such a great job.
Thank you.
We gotta make sure we credit your name on here in the little text
Well, you
thing.
got the book,
What
so.
got your name? Richard?
Oh, Richard Bolter.
Yeah, I'm
Just,
get it on there.
I'm way down the ladder compared to this guy.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, we have it on the book too, so
Yeah, but this is great.
That's me in Germany.
Oh my.
let me see.
You have headphones on.
Yeah, for metal detectors.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay,
So that's how
okay.
you
I'm
tell.
one of the guys who kind of almost invented battlefield archaeology.
Uh-huh. Oh.
And actually started out at Little Bighorn.
Uh-huh.
Okay, a very good friend of mine. Back in 1983, yeah, it was 83, there was a big fire out there. It burnt down a lot of the tall grasses that were in Little Bighorn battlefield. And Dr. Doug Scott came in and figured out that he would have to use metal detectors. Okay, metal detectorists and archaeologists hated each other. Okay, opposite ends of the spectrum. They were metal detectors looked at the looters, and the looters looked at the archaeologists like, well, why can they have it? So he brought in a team that he vetted out, and they used metal detectors to locate and identify the artifacts that really today identify where the battle took place. There was no last stand hill per se, all the real information.
Oh.
Okay, smallpox. by the way.
That's it.
Good thing.
Oh, now we got it.
So he did his work in 83. In 87, I was living in New Jersey, and I took my metal detector out into a farm field looking for old coins, and it was going to be bulldozed. It was bought by Bell Labs. They were going to put a building up on it. So I went out looking for coins and found a whole bunch of musket balls.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, and what happened was I identified the epicenter of the Battle of Monmouth in the centennial, the 1870s. The local hysterical society, and I said that correctly, went out and said, okay, we have this map. That was, it's really a sketch of the battle from Major John Andres. The guy was eventually hanged as a spy. And they said, okay, this hill is that hill. Okay, well, guess what? They picked the wrong hill. They were about a half mile off.
Oh,
So when I came out, I identified where the epicenter was, and subsequently, we did actually buy that piece of property.
Oh, gosh.
Now part of the park, yeah.
Isn't that
Wow.
amazing? You preserved it.
1987, Doug in 1983, 1990, the state archaeologist drove me and my daughter down to Washington to do a paper on it, and attendance was amazing.
I bet.
I'm the metal detecting guy that everybody's looking at, and they think, oh, you're that guy, I'm coming to your paper. Oh, great. They put me in a grand ballroom, seating for 400, and we exceeded that.
You did.
Oh my gosh, I bet.
I gave my paper, and Doug had given a paper. And when it was all done, and we went crazy over it, it was some new technology. And Doug ran up to me with a business card. He says, I've got to run and get a plane, but we've got to talk.
Oh
Okay,
my.
from that point on, we became really best friends, and we've done battlefields all over the place.
That's amazing.
That is pretty amazing.
That
It's
is
got to
very-
be exciting for you too,
Now it's
to
fun.
see nothing and then all of a sudden
He
there
still
it is.
works today, and he's in his 70s.
And you're here at the little Fort King.
Yeah, well, my daughter kind of
That's
got
very
me into
cool.
it.
Wow, I think we're privileged to have somebody with your knowledge right
We
here.
are, sure.
Well, we're hoping to do more excavations here. I am a research associate with Gulf Archaeological Research, Gary for short.
He's the designated archaeologist for this site.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
They're a non-for-profit organization based in Crystal River.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
We're hoping to
gosh.
do more work here and possibly locate the bottled up.
That is something.
We think it's the Sutler Shop.
Oh my.
That would be Wiley Thompson's place.
And then Richard was saying that you're going to construct a blacksmith shop
Yes.
here, a working blacksmith
Yes.
shop.
If you see the flagging tape up
The
there.
stakes, yeah, the wood
Wood
stakes, and
stakes,
it's like
you'll see
right
it.
up by the top of the hill here.
Oh, okay.
Building corner. Okay, we've identified where the building was. Normally you wouldn't do what we're doing, but we've completely, it's such a small area, we've completely excavated. There's no more artifacts there.
Oh,
So we can put it on the actual site.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's
Oh, how exciting.
We just had the groundbreaking a couple of weeks ago. It was a small ceremony. There's probably only about 30 people here, 50 people maybe.
Wow.
And the park, who all was up there? The
That's
city,
mostly city officials.
city officials for
Some
Ocala.
people, but the construction company that's going to build it, the guy who's actually in charge of it, his name is Keith Hill. Okay, have you ever watched Forged in Fire
I have, yeah.
on the History Channel?
Yeah, I've seen
Okay,
that.
well, he's one of the grand champions, and he lives here.
Oh,
Ocala. He's gonna be
fabulous.
there.
He's going to be in charge of reconstructing the blacksmith shop, and he'll probably be the blacksmith here on occasion to teach blacksmithing.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have a shop here that he does all that ironwork
Yes.
He
and
does.
stuff? Yeah,
His
yeah.
own
I've
shop,
heard
yeah.
about him and that he did some very intricate work, and they had to ship it to Hawaii, and then he had to go there to
Yep.
construct
Really
it.
a nice man.
Yeah.
Talked to
Oh
him.
my gosh.
Fascinating person.
Oh my gosh.
He came to me with a nail, okay, that he had made. And I said, yeah, it's nice. That's a nice looking nail. He goes, no. He says, I need permission to make 1,000 of these. I said, well, go see the park people. And he said, no, the park people said I need to get permission from an archaeologist. He's going to make 1,000 hand-wrought nails, just like you see over in the cases here. Very much like this one here, to
Oh, okay.
build the reproduction blacksmith shop.
Oh, I
okay.
see. So
Oh, that could make it a little bit more authentic.
Very
Authentic.
Yeah, really authentic.
that's
We
wonderful.
couldn't do that with the fort because of big timbers. So that's held together with lag bolts, basically.
Okay.
And you'll see the little wooden discs. Well, that's
I did
a
see
plug.
them, yeah.
That's a plug over the lag bolt. And every once in a while, a couple will pop out.
Oh, okay.
Well, you guys did a good job because that has withstood the hurricanes and the and the storms.
That's true,
and
yeah,
tornadoes.
yeah.
So this is fascinating. This
Very
is
cool.
Excellent.
Well, let's see if we can find that.
Spring.
Spring.
We'll take us.
Yeah. And then you have been to the museum or not?
Not yet. No, we're gonna head there next.
There's a short video inside. It's like 10 minutes. It's got it. That's a must see.
Okay.
Got to see that. It's really
We'll
good.
just see it,
If you
guys.
take the trail, okay, about a third of the way around is the sheep spring. What you want to do is follow those teal square patches on trees. That's the markers for the trail.
Okay.
And you keep following it around, and you're going to get to a point where there's a clearing and a very wide lane that you look up at the fort. You can actually see the fort.
Oh.
So when you're at that clearing, that is actually part of the original Fort King Road. It went this way, not this way.
Oh my gosh.
That's why this is called East Fort King. Fort King kind of went this way, bent. And when you're
Oh.
looking, when you come out to that intersection, if you look diagonally, there is a very, very large oak tree, and that one they did dendrochronology on, and it was here during the time of the fort.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my
Wow.
gosh. How special.
This one might be out here, and the
This
one in
one
front
is
of the other
an old
center
one.
might be.
This big one here.
For sure.
Oh, that one right there? That was here back then?
Huge.
Well, we think we don't know nobody's dated it, but it looks pretty old. And
Yeah, it does look old, yeah.
I think they had trail maps up there too.
I think they do.
Kind of so you can get a
Oh,
trail
good.
map, show you where you're
Yeah, because
going.
I would get lost.
Yeah, just follow the teal patches, and it'll bring you out on the far side of the fort.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Hey,
There is a branch that goes off to see the cemetery, which is not really a cemetery anymore.
Oh.
Okay, there's a marker.
oh, but there was a cemetery at one
Yeah,
time?
that's where the troops were buried. There's a marker from the DAR, but in somewhere around 1930, they moved all of the bodies to St. Augustine.
Oh, they did.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Do the Daughters of the American Revolution still have an event out here? Do they have a memorial for the soldiers?
They
Or?
do from time to time, and they do come out when we have events. They'll set up a table.
Oh, okay.
So they're still active.
There's one or two that are on the board too for the Fort King, right? Diane is
Yeah,
her
Diane.
daughter of American Revolution.
Oh, okay.
So
Excellent.
Wow, so much good information. It's been an honor. Thank you so
thank you
much.
for coming.
Thank you for the
It's
book.
really been an honor.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
It's
Hope you have
unbelievable.
fun with your grandbabies.
come back and
We had no idea what we were going to discover by coming here.
the
This,
fort's we're only open on Fridays and Saturdays, both buildings, but the park is open all week long.
I'm so glad we were able to speak to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have you been in the fort?
Yeah,
We were in
did.
the fort, yeah.
You go into the blockhouse?
We did. We
Good.
walked up the
Yeah, you get it.
It was nice and cool in there. That's what I liked about it.
Yeah, that is-
Best air conditioner right there. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for the book. I'm going to peruse this a lot.
And we'll use your business card to contact you so you can have a link to the video when it's done.
Appreciate that.
Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen, so much. And have a most blessed new year.
Oh yeah, that's happening too. Yeah, we noticed that the date on the battle was like 2 days ago was the anniversary.
December 28th.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, on December 28th, they also have, we have ours the first week in December as a reenactment and whatnot. But on the 28th, the Dade battlefield has a reenactment because it was a coordinated attack. The fort was attacked and Dade battle.
Oh really?
Dade massacre was on December 28th.
Oh okay. Yeah, I did see that too. I saw that sign too.
Von Steuben. Baron von Steuben.
That's it.
Valley Forge, yes.
That's it. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Wow. Thank you.
This is
Thank you
amazing.
both.
Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
Wow, what a treasure of information we just came across.
Oh yeah, this is fabulous. Now I like to walk the trail. Follow the teal, he said. And it'll do all of that.
You want to do that before we do the museum?
It's up to you.
Yeah, let's do
What
that
do you
first.
think? Unless you want a map.
Well, no, because I think you understood what he said, so let's find it.
Yeah. So follow the teal.
Find the teal. Was that a color?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure what teal was.
Look at that. Isn't that a great shot? Right there.
It is.
Nice picture.
So do we have to walk back there? Or go around the...
As we go around this fort,
Okay.
he said it'll come around. We'll end up at the back side of the fort, past curves. He said.
Well, your interviewing skills were in top gear, Robin.
Oh, thank
You were doing good.
you. This is so interesting. It's fascinating. He said there are markers.
Teal.
Teal.
That's what I heard.
Okay.
Hey, can I take a break?
Sure.
There's a bench up there.
Okay.
I think I'm going to use it, and we'll turn off the camera, and then we'll trek on down to the Teal Trail.
Okay.
The Trail of Teals. Oh man.
This is good.
Sorry, kids. Uncle Larry has to sit on this bench right here. Big bench. Oh. Okay. Well,
Okay, we're gonna sit and rest for a moment.
we'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. I'm rested.
Good.
The old man sat for a little while, and he's ready for a hike.
Me too.
Are we-
Can't wait.
We'll go find that trail and that spring. I can't wait to see it.
spring.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Anything else?
I heard that when I went to get the map, the young lady in the museum told me that the spring will look green, but that's the way it's always been from
Oh,
the very
okay.
first time. So it's not like there's anything wrong with it. She said that's the way it's always been.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll see it when I see it.
Yeah.
Turn this baby around. Let's continue our walk. There we go. There it is. Okay. Okay. Just making sure it was blinking.
Okay,
Winking,
is it
blinking, and nod.
blinking?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, they brought their picnic lunch here,
Yeah.
and they were eating there, so that's kind of cool.
It's a nice place to have a picnic.
It is. It is. You can bring your pets. You got to keep them on a leash
I
according
see
to
a
the
doggy
rules.
over there. Nice looking dog.
Yeah, and you got to pick up after their poo and everything. Oh, look how cute he is.
Here's a cute dog.
Isn't he adorable? There's a trailhead over there.
Over that way? Okay.
Yeah. This is the best kept secret, I think. Oh, look at this area. It's got to be for something. Oh, there's a sign.
Looks like
over
a
there.
garden or something.
Yeah, horticulture maybe.
Trailhead.
Now I got my stick. I'm gonna keep this stick. I think.
You got it.
Maybe not. I'll probably just leave it here for somebody else to use. That's the best way to do it. Oh, look at that. That looks like a brick, an old-time oven or something.
Yeah. Now those benches over there, that's where we played music one time.
Yeah, we did.
We-
Oh, look at that. The fire is still there.
Yeah, the fire pit, yeah.
Yeah, the fire pit.
The worst coffee I ever had in my life.
Yeah, well, he was a real cowboy. He was a real settler.
But he wasn't
Oh,
a...
there's another stick.
But he was no chock full of nuts.
No. Yeah, I'll just leave my stick here when we're all done. That way somebody else...
Somebody else can have it. It's the Heritage Garden.
David Laffey. David Laffey was dedicated to telling the true story of Fort King, the soldiers' story, and the Seminole story as it happened. He was a native of Ocala, and he served 5 years on the Fort King Heritage Association Board. For his leadership and vision, he will always be remembered as an integral part of the Fort King National Historic Landmark, 1948 to 2019.
There he is.
David Laffey, thank you so much. That must be his picture. He must be in the garden.
I don't know, but that's amazing. So many people have contributed to so many
It
things.
tells you about the crops. The crops you see here today are representative of what would have been grown in Florida during the Fort King time period. So, oh, look at old wheelbarrow.
An old wheelbarrow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And a brick oven.
Yeah. All right, let's get to that trail.
Okay.
You're making me wait. I don't want to wait. I want to see the reason they came here. Apparently it was more than one. It was the water and it was the proximity to the reservation. And they were friendly with the natives and they would
2 years.
they would smoke with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we should do that.
Be friendly and smoke with each other?
Yeah. We should be friendly.
Well,
Smoke
you
with
can
each other.
bond with those guys because they found all those pipe remnants and you smoke a pipe, so
I do, Robin.
there's teal right
Oh,
there.
I have one thing to tell you. Oh, there's teal. That's teal.
Yeah.
Now I know what teal is. Teal, be forever in my brain. Because if I get lost, I'm going to need to look for teal. So I need to tell you one thing.
Okay.
Watch for roots and rocks.
Oh yeah, and snakes and bears and panthers, they all live here. This is their home. I'm not kidding. They do they do come in the city limits, okay? The animals. So this is their home. You gotta get me a stick. I'll leave this one here for the next person.
You've said that a few times.
I'm gonna look out for a stick. This is perfect.
I don't think anybody's going to miss it if you don't leave it
I know, but there was another stick over there by that bench.
for
so-
somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
we
hear
got-
you.
well, it's going to be sitting in our closet till we go on
So
another
do
stroll.
another walk. Well, I'm going to get you an actual, no,
Yeah.
that is an actual stick. But I'm going to get you one from a state park
Okay.
with a little metal label on it that says something about it. I don't know what it'll say.
Ooh, a lot of lighter here. Nice. We build a fire.
Yeah, lighter is what Robin calls wood.
No, it's lighter. It's different.
What's it made out of?
It's lighter.
What's it made out of?
It's made out of dead wood.
Wood. That's the word. Lighter is wood.
Look at that. A big tree, a palm tree, and another tree. Isn't this nice?
This is a completely untouched area of Ocala.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bench with a plaque.
Let's see what the plaque says.
In memory of Wayne and Catherine McCall, their 47-year stewardship of this property made the Fort King National Landmark possible, the McCall brothers.
Nice.
Must be their son. Nice.
Walking through the woods.
Yeah. Oh, look at there's red berries in there. And more red berries. Aren't they pretty? Let me get my key. And then I won't make you wait anymore.
Oh, okay.
I just like the way it looks. No.
That's what Robin was looking at right there. These red berries.
It is actually like a dead tree trunk. Look at that. vines too. It's rocks and vines. Did you find
Is that
something?
a rock?
I don't know, but is it a...
I don't know. Is it an artifact?
If it is, we'll have to take it to them.
Is it a rock or a piece of wood?
Oh no, it's a rock.
Well, we'll bring it to him.
Yeah, it might be.
We might have found an artifact. Which way, Maxie?
It goes to the right of the spring.
Okay, that's what I want.
Yeah. And if we get lost, well, we'll...
Look for the teal.
Yeah, well, you brought your lighter, right? We could light the lighter. If you brought your
We
lighter.
could light the lighter.
Yeah.
I want to be out of here before I need to light any lighter. I have ears. I can hear traffic, so I know which way to go.
Look at the way this
I can get an
vine-
Uber.
Look at the way this vine is growing around the tree and then goes out there and up.
You should keep that stick. You're using it. Okay, be careful of the roots right here.
Yeah, I am. I got my stick.
Yeah, but that's a big step. There we go.
Okay.
Well, I want to see this spring,
Yeah.
because this spring answers my biggest question: why here? And I know what they say about the proximity.
Exactly. Well, is that it? Gotta.
That must be it.
Oh yeah, this goes up to somewhere.
Well, so let's
I
go in
guess we
here.
took the wrong turn.
No, we did good.
Okay. Well, that goes up to the street or something.
Oh, there's the spring.
Yeah.
That's the spring. Oh, that's the green she was talking about.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty big, actually. That's a big water supply.
Yeah.
So if that's a spring, that means it's fresh, and it means it's flowing all the time.
Yeah.
What do you suppose those lines in the water are from?
I'm just guessing. Because I don't know.
Snakes,
I'm just guessing.
alligators,
Yeah.
turtles.
Of course, it's like a road map
Yeah,
for the animals.
looks like the bottom of a bowl of pea soup.
Oh, let's finish my piece. And look where it goes.
Finish your pea soup.
It's not just there. See here on the map? This is like the head of it.
Oh yeah.
This is the head of it, and then it continues on, so.
Oh yeah. Let's see what this sign says. The Seep Spring. It's got a name. The Seep Spring. I never knew that. Before Governor Duval and Indian agent Gad Humphreys could choose a location to build Fort King, there were several features they would require for a site to be considered suitable. One of these requirements would have been a reliable source for drinking water. See?
Yeah.
That's what I know.
The small body of water is called a seep or seep spring. Unlike a natural spring that has a constant feed of underground water from the aquifer, a seep spring is the result of a low-lying area or ravine that forms a pool of water.
Ah.
The process of percolation that feeds this seep spring serves as a natural filtration system as the groundwater moves through sand and small vegetation, eventually pooling into the freshwater pond you see here. Oh, so this is the end. This isn't the headwaters.
In 1827, this area would have looked very different. The Seep Spring itself would have been larger and would have provided enough water for bathing, livestock, and general consumption for the residents of Fort King. Wow.
Years of agricultural use, natural erosion, and development of surrounding areas has changed the look and possibly the size of the Seep Spring. Today, the Seep Spring is one of the few natural water features in the area. It provides important support for small wildlife at Fort King today.
Well, I'm not going to drink from it.
Oh no, me neither.
I'm looking to see if I can see anything.
Oh, there's a snake right there.
Where?
Right here.
Oh, he's a big one.
Right here. I know.
He's a big one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I got to show you the snake.
Go ahead.
Look at that snake. Look at him. He's right there.
Yeah, he's not rattling.
Do I have him on the picture?
Looks like a black. I hope you have him.
Can you see him? Is he alive?
I don't know. Do you want to touch him?
No. No. I don't want to touch him with anything.
Oh, okay.
There he is. Wow, he must be used to people coming nearby because he didn't move at all.
No, no.
Either that or he's dead. Oh, he's big. Oh, man.
Well, I wanted to see one. There it is.
You definitely see one.
This is his home.
Oh, I see his head.
Oh, what's he doing?
He's looking at me.
Oh,
He's looking right at me.
on camera.
I think I got him. I can't tell with this little viewfinder here.
Oh, he's looking at you. I can see it now.
Yeah, he's looking.
I can see his head.
He's paying attention.
He's looking at you. Don't trip on my purse.
All right, let's get out of here.
Okay, I gotta get another picture of this. I won't fall in the water.
Do not fall, please.
No.
Because you know what's in there? More snakes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Ha!
Okay, that was my yelling for right now.
All right, all you kids who know about snakes, what was that? I don't know what it was. Oh, a little bridge. A little bridge, Robin. Hope we gotta look for teal now.
Alright, yeah.
You walk across the bridge so we can get some video of somebody walking across the bridge.
Maximum load 5,000 pounds.
Oh, we got it covered. Don't worry, I've been on a diet.
Oh, okay. The bench you can sit on.
If this fell through right now,
Yeah.
I'd be so embarrassed. All right, teal. I see teal. It's good. We're on the right way. Wow. Hey, you owe me a Coke.
Okay.
That was a big snake.
That took my breath
So what do you
away.
think that was?
A black snake?
Do you think it was just a harmless snake?
I think so, because he wasn't rattling. This is an animal must live in there. I bet he was a harmless snake because he wasn't rattling. And he wasn't moving like we were, you know.
A pain in his butt,
Yeah, he's like,
in his snake butt.
he's like, those crazy tourists, why can't they leave me alone? It's my bathing time. Just
You think about it. Everybody's a tourist when you're a snake.
yeah. Wow. This is cool. There's teal. I see it.
All right. Well, I saw the main thing I came to see, and then we got a bonus. Now there's so we don't go that way.
No.
We go this way. We follow the teal.
Yeah.
See, I would have called it green.
Yeah.
Oh, the green. This is why when I'm doing my art and I try to tell people what color to use, I never know. I just say green or red.
Total trail distance is 7/10 of a mile, according to this map.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I can handle
What is
that. I don't know.
I don't know. Something moves out there. It's another little hole. Somebody else must live in there. And underneath, oh, a townhouse. There's a butterfly. He's not scared.
He is scared. All animals are scared. They're constantly scared.
What's over there?
What do you mean?
Is that somebody's house? Or is that like a workbench?
No, there's a house. Yeah, somebody lives there.
Oh.
That looks like it's... See, that's what I mean. We're not that far from civilization.
No. No, but still, bears come here, coyotes, you know, the Florida black bear, the panthers, the coyotes, you know, come around, the bobcats.
Let me name a few animals.
Snakes.
You're naming all of them. Let me name a few.
Go ahead.
I would say dogs,
Okay.
cats.
Yeah.
I would say probably a loose hamster or a gerbil. They probably have made it over here and declared freedom and independence.
You think there are mice here?
See, now this is my problem with mice. You hate mice, but you love all other animals. And they're all the rodents are related to it. You love cute little squirrels.
I do.
You don't like mice. They're kind of the same animal.
Yeah,
That's funny.
I know.
For those watching, listening, I'm just having fun with Robin.
Yeah.
We don't ever get mad at each other.
No.
Not really.
Unbelievable.
Except once in a while. I'm teasing. I'm teasing. More teal.
Teal. We got it marked very well. Wow, we got, look at this here. Look at the way the bark's coming off. Isn't that something?
Robin is a true environmental explorer.
Well, what is it? Leave only footprints, enjoy the beauty. Is that right?
Leave only footprints, take only pictures.
That's it. That's it.
That's all I'm doing is taking pictures.
Yeah, me too.
Not even going to touch the snake with a stick
No, no.
with a 29.5-foot pole.
Yeah, even the Grinch would have been afraid of him. Well, and for him to be that fat and live out here, he's got to have a lot
That's
of things
right.
to eat.
He is finding food. So there's my evidence of loose hamsters.
Right?
Loose hamsters are probably his favorite food.
Yeah.
Some 6-year-old kid lost his hamster. Look at all the woodpecker holes in this thing.
Oh my gosh.
I think. I'm guessing.
Wow.
Look at all those holes.
What are those big ones called? Pileated woodpecker?
Yeah. I'm going to say yeah. Look at all those holes. Whoa. There must be a ton of bugs in there.
I bet. Here too.
I see them. But you know what's under that rock? I mean, under that log. Yeah. Don't push it. Don't push it.
When I would take the kids camping when they were younger, we'd go listen to the ranger talks in the evenings, and they would say, if you come across a log fallen, don't step over it, step on it, and then step over it, because snakes like to go on the other side.
Oh, man. Just like we saw.
So, yeah.
That's exactly what we just saw with that snake.
Yeah, because see that big log, if we would have stepped, we wouldn't step over it, we'd step on it first. I love listening to the park ranger narratives. What was that?
What?
I don't know.
You heard it or saw it?
I heard it.
What did it sound like?
It was a big,
What?
big something like that.
Maybe it was my foot.
Oh, there's lighter over there. See, look at all this.
She calls that later.
Put a match
It's
to that.
wood.
It'll go.
It's called wood. Everybody's going to be defending you now because you're prettier than me. They're all going to say, Robin is right. Well, so is Larry. It's wood. Yeah.
Oh, this is wonderful. Look at a picnic table over there.
Trail.
Next time we come, we got to bring our picnic.
I think so. I think that would be fun.
And we'll bring our
Do you know,
tents and be playing there.
I actually was going to get you one of those picnic backpacks for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
And you know, it's still in my Amazon cart.
Oh, my.
I should just push the button and get it.
Are they disposable plates?
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, disposable.
Yeah, we could do that.
Well, would you rather have a basket?
No.
Backpack's
no.
better, right?
Oh, yeah. Should have brought my backpack today instead of my purse.
Well, we didn't know. We had no idea what we were going to do.
No?
Before we came here, I didn't have any idea that we were going to speak to somebody so knowledgeable. I had no idea that we were going to walk a trail.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were just going to see that fort, and that was it.
Yeah. They're open Fridays and Saturdays, he said. Okay, now there it is. Did you hear that?
No. Do you think it's on the tape?
It might. Oh, I know. It sounded like one of those turkeys.
You hear a turkey?
Well, it was real quick.
Wow.
I usually don't have problems walking trails, but this is pretty scary to me.
You know what makes me feel bad?
What?
You're with me,
Yeah,
and you're still scared. You know I'll take care of you.
that's right. You will.
If there's a turkey coming to attack you, don't worry. I will defend you
Okay.
from that turkey. Maybe bring out some mayonnaise too,
Okay.
and rye bread. Where are we?
We're on this trail. Oh, I see it. The fort is to our left.
Oh, so when you see the fort, this right here is the original Fort
Trail.
King.
Maintenance road, no access.
But didn't he say this was the original Fort King?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
This was it.
All right, now keep going on the teal trail.
Yeah. These red berries are so pretty.
Well, thank you all for watching our video.
Oh yeah.
I hope it's not boring. This is a really cool experience for us. I hope it's equally as cool for you watching it.
Yeah, it's really nice.
If you want to feel really like you're here, get yourself out of breath, get yourself a little sweaty, get yourself wishing it was over,
Oh, no.
get yourself wishing that...
Be wishing you.
I am wishing that.
Oh, there's a bench.
There's a bench. Papa's got a brand new bench.
Well,
No.
that's what's great. They're very
We
smart.
can keep walking.
Okay.
Look at that tree right there. You know that's an old one.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That's an old one.
Is that the tree they were talking about?
I have no idea.
That was here.
I would imagine there's multiple trees here that are a couple hundred years old. Wow.
This is great. I love this journey we are on today. This is wonderful. Maybe Kevin Neely will walk with us the next time he's in Florida.
Nealon.
Nealon.
Kevin Nealon. Walking with Kevin.
Yeah, well,
You
this
got to be more famous than us.
will be walking with Robin and the Giant.
Yeah, you can walk it with Robin the Giant.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Kevin only walks with famous people.
Look at that. It's like in the ground both places.
Yeah, Tarzan can't swing from that one.
No. This is wonderful.
Wow, this is a very cool decision to come here.
It is.
We were trying to decide where to go today.
This is great. I love exploring new places because we've never been except for the storytelling with Lee.
Yeah,
Alex
yeah.
From the Bellevue Public Library.
And it really wasn't finished yet at that time, right?
No, it wasn't.
I guess it's technically still not finished.
Yeah. It's still hunting season here too, by the way. I know you can't hunt on these grounds. Oh, it's trouble. Look at this area. This is so cool.
Very cool.
Look at that palm tree, the top
Oh,
part right.
yeah.
Look how tall it is. That must have been coming from that.
Oh, I see what you're looking at now.
That must have come off of that.
Yeah.
I like that it's all natural.
Now that's a natural tree.
And this one too.
That's not planted by...
Limb is like just hanging out
Yeah.
on that tree. I love the stick. Oh, that was an owl. Sounded like one in there. Another thing the park rangers say during those talks, if you are going to walk trails, you don't bring food with you on the trail.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, good. But that's what they say because some people will try to coerce the wildlife if they see it, and then it's not good. You know, just leave them be. This is their home. They'll find their own lunch. Oh,
All right, there is a bench I would like to sit on.
okay,
We're almost to the end of the trail,
okay.
so
Well,
let me
let's
sit
sit
there.
on this bench and take in the trail and the fort.
That's it. That's what I want to do.
It's beautiful. Okay.
Take in the trail and the fort.
And the fort.
Make sure there's no snakes
Yeah.
on this bench. This is Cooney Corner. Jim and Connie Phillips. Oh, Coonty. Coonty Corner.
Nice.
All right. Oh, that's what it sounds like when an old man sits. There's the fort.
This is wonderful.
There's the fort we came to see. Fort King.
Yeah.
Forever. Fort King was only a street. Now it's a fort.
Yeah, with a plaque.
So
This is great. And then we did see
I
all
look
those,
old in that picture.
but all those markers out there, that's
Yeah.
where the new blacksmith shop is going to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll turn this off and we'll be right back for the third part and final part of our visit to the fort,
Okay.
Fort King.
Fort King Historical Landmark in Ocala, Marion County, Florida.
Ready for part 3?
Okay.
Part 3. Let's go walk. Let's go walk down to the museum.
Okay.
Because we're done with the trail.
Is it blinking?
Is it blinking?
Like it's not a
It's
still
blinking.
shot. Oh, okay. Let's see.
The movie camera, right?
Oh, there it goes. Wait, let me see the numbers. Yep, it's moving.
All right, here we go. Imagine if we did the whole thing and
That was a still photo.
nothing took.
I know.
Oh man.
That would have been horrible. There's no way we could reenact that.
No, that was a
No,
that was a
one-time
one-time
shot.
thing, yeah. Let's not jinx it. Let's hope it is there.
Okay.
All right, here we go back to the fort, and then past the fort to the museum.
Yeah, it's the back part of the fort. Yeah, look at there's the flag. I wish it would just billow out so we could count the stars.
Go ahead, just blow. It'll billow if you blow. Go ahead, blow.
I'm blowing.
Go ahead. Let me blow. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Give it a second for the air to get there.
Okay.
The air will get there.
Now, I guess we have to ask the lady in the museum. I think they'll probably know. How many stars? That's right. Florida wasn't a state then. Gentlemen, I believe it's correct. Oh, playing with their dog. That's a different couple, or a different dog that we saw in the beginning when we started the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When I lived in New York as a kid, the only animals in my neighborhood that you might say were wild were squirrels and birds.
Okay.
I don't remember anything other than squirrels and birds, dogs and cats, of course, but
Yeah.
squirrels and birds, that was it. I'm talking about Long Island, Merrick, not eastern Long Island, but close to the city.
Oh, yeah.
So, when I first moved to Florida, the wild animals that I was always enamored with, is that the word? Are you taking a picture? The ones that I was always excited to see: armadillos, gopher tortoises, those big fox squirrels. Every once in a while you would see a deer. Like in Rainbow Lakes Estates or near Rainbow Lakes Estates. Skunks. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else we might have seen
Wow.
back in those days. Lizards, of course. Lots of lizards.
A lot of lizards, I bet you.
Yeah. Still are a lot of lizards here. Did I say possum? No, I didn't say possum. Possum.
We had ladybugs. We had ladybugs and caterpillars and butterflies.
Well, we had bugs on Long Island. Yeah, I'm talking about animals. Anyway, just thought I'd mention that.
And this is where the blacksmith shop is going to be, where all the flags are.
Oh, okay.
And that's the original site of the fort. One of the corners, he said.
Oh,
But
okay.
let's see if we're going to stand inside. The original part of we're inside the original part of the fort.
Cool. Cool.
Because he said this fort is straight. The original fort was on an angle that he showed us in the picture, but they built the fort straight so they could excavate these areas.
So the irony, the sad irony, is that Chief Osceola is revered now, and yet back then he was considered an enemy.
Yeah.
That's
After
that's
a
the
couple of
sad
years-
irony.
Yeah. After a couple of years, they were the friends.
But he died in prison, so he was an enemy till the end.
Yeah, he was.
That's just a sad thing.
It is. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Let's go inside the museum and see what we see.
Fort King National Historic Landmark. Welcome.
Very cool. Nice. And See, there's Osceola. That's his face.
That is his face. And there's an imprint, a bronze casting of his face in the Florida Museum of Natural History in Gainesville, Florida.
I remember seeing one in the museum at Payne's Prairie.
Yeah.
I remember seeing one there. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's the casting.
Yeah,
I
wow.
got it mixed up. Isn't this beautiful?
How are you doing?
Hey.
Yeah, how was the trail?
Oh, it's good.
Was it?
Yeah, I was waiting for Uber, but no Uber came by.
Oh, yeah. No, it's a really nice trail.
And you know what we saw? A snake.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, show her the
What do you
picture.
think it looked? What do you think it was?
She's going to show you.
Oh, good.
Because we don't know what it
I'm
was.
a nature person. We love all the nature.
We just want to know if it would have killed us.
Oh, yeah.
And we're doing a video. Is that okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Probably wouldn't have killed him no such it was a rattler or a coral.
Okay.
Oh, just a black racer. Those are awesome.
Oh, it's a black racer,
Black
so it's
racer.
friendly. It's
Oh,
not-
absolutely.
Oh, okay.
But he was just sleeping. He wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
No, they love all of the lizards and bugs.
Oh, is that what they eat?
They take care of everything in the yard. I mean, I love the lizards, but they do eat those. So you know.
Yeah. You sound like you're from New York.
No, keep going.
Wait, Rhode Island.
No, keep.
Further than that?
Maine.
Oh, Maine.
Maine originally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, too far up there.
Too far.
Yeah, too far.
I'd love to see Maine. I've never seen Maine.
You haven't? Oh,
No.
Well, don't go right now. It's kind of
It's cold?
dreary.
What is this? Is this an original sink?
That's an officer's wash station. Yes.
Oh, they had the
They
special.
had the special stuff, not so special with the enlisted or whatever, but that would have been an officer's wash station. We had the pine soap.
Is it actual or was it remade?
Yeah, that's an actual.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
The soap and the and the brush and stuff like that. Pine soap. It's either lye or pine soap that they
Uh-huh.
use.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Wow.
They get
Who's on the
special
board? Do you
stuff.
know any of those people, Robin, on the board?
You guys from around here?
Yeah, she knows a lot of the.
You know, that's kind of an older list. You probably know a few.
Bernadette Castro.
Yep, Bernadette.
Brent Molliver. David Moore.
Some of them have changed, and some of them aren't still.
George Albright. Let's see. Who else? Charlie Stone. Craig
We
Curry.
do need an updated list.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Oh,
Pam
these are-
Stafford. We know her. Bill McCall.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the McCalls, of course, own this.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
were
I didn't know that.
the original owners of this property. Yeah, from the 1950s or whatever.
Nice.
To 1955 to when they sold it. So.
It was
So
so
we can
cool
take
to
a
speak to the two gentlemen in the other building.
I just actually started the. It's only a 10-minute video, but I look around and then I can restart it.
Okay.
Okay.
That would be great.
That's what's for dinner.
That's what's for dinner. That's all you get.
Is there a worm on that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
So you had maggots and you had beetles and you had. How you doing, sir?
maggots.
You
Oh
want to sign
my.
in for us?
At the old playing cards.
People that come visit.
Yeah.
The daily ration weighed around 2 pounds. So that's. they
Hey,
used
my
to
mother
eat
had
2 pounds.
plates like that.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I can explain a little bit about that plate.
Tell me. We gave a plate to a church. A
You're
historic.
We have a 10-minute video that I'm going to start for these folks in a few minutes because we do have some other people in there. So if you want to join them when it comes to that.
So it's
I'll
over
show you
here.
around a little bit of this and then.
You only about an hour, 10-minute drive, you're an hour, 40 minutes.
Oh, geez, you have a lot of traffic.
Seminole.
I'm on
Seminole
like from
Indian.
Ohio.
Yeah. Look at the hat on that guy.
Yeah, to the U.S.
Look
soldier.
at his hat.
Yeah. I bet he uses that as something to eat with. Do you think that's
Yeah.
They lie every time.
There's a bird down there.
Oh, yeah.
So pretty much this is a day, this area in this room is a day in the life of a soldier. The Seminoles did that for us a couple of years ago, hand-stitched that
Oh, really?
outfit. That was kind of a fancier version. If they were doing battle or if they were, the heat or something, they wouldn't be wearing all of that on top, of course.
Oh, okay.
Because they have the deerskin pants usually. But that's one of their fancier dresses. And of course our army is, in wool, in Florida. Artillery and,
Gosh.
so
Looks
they
like
had a
you would've
canvas
been hot.
outfit. But the canvas was like wearing a sail also, so you can kind of toss up which one you'd want to be wearing.
Oh, wow. So tell me the story of the plate.
Okay, this deal with the actual plate isn't originally dated for this time, 1830s. The cup and saucer were found by one of our rangers a few years back at a yard sale or something, a thrift store.
Really?
And it's not dated to that time period, but they were still using the kind of the same patterns at that point.
Oh my.
So yeah, but the plate is dated for this time. This
Oh
time
my
period.
gosh.
My mother did have.
Yeah, my grandmother
Very
too.
similar.
I can remember some patterns
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
We do have a piece of the shard of one of them that was actually found here also.
Oh my
There's
goodness.
glasses.
Glasses,
Yeah.
pretty much the day in life. This is all they had. They had the the cards, their entertainment.
So tell me about the maggot. Was that part of the meal, or was that just a joke?
That was our ranger put it there. But I mean, this is mildew and weevils and.
Oh my
maggots and
gosh.
there was no preservative.
I would have skipped that.
Well,
I would have had
Protein.
the beans
Yeah.
and the crackers.
yeah.
Protein though.
And a lot of times if they were rendering down the salt pork, they would render it down and then these things would float to the top and either they can eat them or they're not going to eat them. Scoop them off.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
had your choice, but
Yeah.
this was pretty much their rations and then any other wildlife they killed or something, but this was it.
Wow.
And they certainly, they didn't, like that guy over there, he didn't get too fat there. He was like,
No, he looks like he's.
yeah, no, they didn't have a lot to eat.
And this is the timeline
That's the time
of the Seminole War,
Yes, it is.
Oh wow.
starting in
Yes, it is.
1816.
You think about it. It's really not that long ago.
No, not really.
No,
Not really.
this is 2020.
Yeah.
So this is interesting.
Not really.
Look at that.
It just seems so sad what we did, like to the Seminoles.
Yeah.
There's Osceola.
Well, I don't mean we, like us,
Well,
but
no, it is 1858. The timeline.
It is true.
oh yeah, yeah,
And look at that. There's the arrowheads
oh yeah.
before the fort, life at the fort. Built in 1827. Wow.
So there's a movie we're gonna see a little
There
bit,
is.
a little
It's a
video.
it's a 10-minute version summary that one of our high schools did for us years ago. They did a great job.
Oh,
It
okay.
just kind of depicts how, the summary of what happened here.
Oh,
Short.
okay.
It's really very good. And everything in this room is archives, except the canon, of course, that they found when they were rebuilding the fort for here, which was rebuilt in 2017.
Not that long ago.
No. The rebuild.
All this stuff was sitting here all those years.
All this stuff. Well, we have tens of thousands of other pieces that are stored at the University of Florida too. This is just a very small.
Oh, really?
Very small amount. Yeah, there's been a lot that's been archived and found.
Oh my gosh.
But this is fully functioning howitzer. Our guys have this out every chance they can. And there's a group of like 6 of them, and they're shooting this thing every chance they can.
Do they shoot this at the Veterans Park? Because I think
not
I've
at the
seen.
Veterans
I think
Park.
I've seen a cannon over
Yeah,
there.
they don't take this one to the Veterans Park.
Oh,
This
okay.
goes out here, and the only other time it's been was the 200th anniversary last summer, I think, of St. Augustine, the signing of the,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
signing over the Spanish.
And that's the name, 1841 Mountain Howitzer
Yep.
Cannon
Yep, fully
Oh, yeah.
functioning.
from
Yeah.
1841. Oh my
It
gosh.
did come up, took apart in 3 pieces. It was usually pulled by mules or horses, whatever they had.
I bet, yeah.
It could be pulled apart, and a lot of times they were, trying to get it through the swamps by themselves. The guys pushing it, pulling it, whatever. But it was made to be, pulled by a team.
Gosh.
It's pretty fun watching them. We pull it out on in front of the
Is
fort.
it
and,
loud? I bet it's loud, right?
Really loud, lots of smoke and fire.
And fire.
They don't let, they don't let us get too close to the houses in the field.
Does it shoot something or just make a
They're
noise?
not allowed to shoot anything.
Okay.
They're using powder. They're using,
Oh wow.
good amount of powder. Though. It makes quite a noise.
Abiaka, better known as Sam Jones. Wow.
And like Fort Meigs was the gun there, they fire off, and the guy said, "Yeah, if we could come out here and do one at 8 o'clock in the morning, so
Oh.
the neighbors get really upset."
Oh man.
Oh well, we already told you that.
Before our reenactments for like a week or 2, we have to, put everything online and tell everybody around that, we're going to be doing this, and then the muskets,
Yeah.
musket fire and everything. Dogs are barking like crazy. So yeah.
Where did you drive from?
Well, I came down from Ridge Manor to visit my dad.
And where's that?
south of here.
Ridge Manor?
Ridge Manor.
Oh, I don't know where that is. Is that near Tampa?
Close to Dade City.
Oh, Dade City. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so,
So you're familiar with the old Dade City thing, and, yeah.
yeah, that's why I said, kind of came through here. Like I did Battlefield before, did this, so I was like, okay, just kind of work my way up in line.
Exactly.
Well, that's the funny thing. We had never been to this to see this, but we've been to the Dade battlefield,
Right.
and we live here. We never saw this
And
before.
there's not a lot at Dade anymore. I mean, I haven't been down there yet, but there's not much there, right? I mean, there's no, it's too bad there wasn't something.
There should be something. Yeah.
Something more.
Yeah.
Well, it was kind of the middle of nowhere when it happened. There's
Yeah.
not much there to show for it.
No,
I mean,
no.
it was kind of a thing.
Should have been some sort of memorial or something, I guess, but.
There are, I mean, there's elsewhere, very got killed and all that.
Right,
Found it.
right.
That was about, but there wasn't all that much else to do.
Right, no.
Fort May, they're kind of near the river, so it kind of helps out with the fact that you're nearby. That they're a little more open space there,
Oh, absolutely.
but still, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
When they fire it off, you hear it go down. The river just like,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, the echoing of yeah. Yeah, it's pretty fun. We decided.
Well,
Did we have a great time or what?
so we just watched the film. It was like a 10-minute film. It gave the history, and I didn't want to run the video while the film was on. But the voice, the narrator, was Mark Emery.
Exactly. And Tracy Collins did the music, and
Yeah.
two icons in our community.
Yeah. So anyway, everybody who's made this possible, you guys did an outstanding job. Hopefully we did you justice with our video, and hopefully everybody else comes by and sees it. This is definitely worth a little visit.
Yeah, thank you so much. There is no admission fee, but you can leave a donation, and this is really a wonderful piece of our Marion County, Florida history. Thank you so much for putting this together.
Quick plug for us: like, subscribe, and check beneath the video. I got some links to how we make these things and other things, and it helps us. It helps support what we're trying to do.
Yep, it's pretty amazing, and I am going to leave my stick here for somebody else to use.
Leave your stick here, and you never found out how many stars were on that flag.
No, never did.
All right. Take care. Be good.
Don't forget to write.
Remember,
Writing is very important.
and the world
spins fine.
on history, on its own, on her own. Bye.
The world spins fine on her own.